So hello everybody and welcome to the round 3 of Formula E with your god. Things have happened and suddenly I'm the host of this series and BTCC too. So this probably is going to be live on the 28th of January. Today is actually the 22nd of January. It is a pre-recorded round to get things going for the signups because we did have very valid concerns about in the community that the FE and the BTCC as well haven't had enough races to do their signups properly. So the two next rounds of both are being pre-recorded and uploaded before the signups happen. So I hope everybody who are in these tiers are able to watch these before going to the signups and know where they are standing. So yeah, little in case you don't know what's the situation. So Joe had hardware issues and he is unable to stream. The game or the mod didn't have much issues, but his computer cannot handle streaming anymore, so he had to retire from hosting for the time being. He will return someday when things get better in that part. And then a replacement for him was Miran, who was going to host, but then for personal reasons he informed us quite late that he couldn't do that. So we got into a little bit of an unfortunate situation, and after that I decided that I'm going to take over for the time being. I'm going to host this for as long as needed. When we are able to get new host for these two series, I will return to focusing only on F1, but we will do with this. And anyway, for today's recording, I am joined by unfamiliar commentator from GP2 and DTM. Say hello to Robert Ionescu.
Yes, hello everybody. Welcome. It's good to see you. We're here for round three in Formula E. Today it is 22nd of January, but you're probably seeing this on a different date. Like Yuri said, this qualifying and race are pre-recorded. So once you're hearing me speak right now, we have already gone through the race, and we
And
already
quite a
know the
lot of other
results when you're
races.
watching this. Yes, indeed, quite a lot of races. But when we are speaking right now, we don't know yet. The qualifying hasn't happened for us. We are commentating it live, but just for ourselves. And you guys, you will know about it when it comes out eventually. Anyway, this session here at Road Atlanta is going to be dry. We've arrived here in the state of Georgia, in the Peach State, for round three of the championship. Last time out in Mexico City, it was Eduardo Silva who took victory, and it was quite an entertaining race with Daniel Darabosh taking second and Robert Ionescu taking third. Now we're here at Road Atlanta, and for the Atlanta ePrix, it's time to get going with the qualifying session, Yuri.
Yeah, and of course I don't have that much information about the two series. I usually only focus on it during the sign up period only, and so I haven't even seen the two other races in this tier.
Oh, all right.
I do know the lineup though, and I think that's going to be what.
Are you aware that I am actually the championship leader in Formula E right now?
Actually, yeah. I did think that I think you were quite close to the top, but yeah.
Yeah, indeed. It was quite entertaining season so far, with both Daniel Darabosh and Robert Ionescu finishing on the podium
Yeah,
at both races
I
so
need to
far.
make the game a little less loud because
Yeah,
otherwise we
indeed.
cannot. I'm going to that so. Yeah, now it's all good. So Xavier
All right.
V, the first one on track.
Yes,
In
indeed.
one thing I'm going to because I briefly tested the track before before this, so even though I personally don't like these tracks that don't have that aren't like full, because this is only the track. There's no stands or anything, but the racing
It's still
seemed
better than
good.
nothing. Yeah, indeed. And I know quite a bit about Road Atlanta because I'm a big player when it comes to Forza Motorsport 6. I've had that game for a few years, and Road Atlanta is my favorite track on that game. And we're now here with the Formula E cars. Here we
They're
go
going
towards the dip
surprisingly
with
fast.
you. Indeed so, I think quite faster than the real life counterparts. As now we're on board the Wii for a lap. Road Atlanta, here we goes. It's a short run towards turn 1. You need to downshift a little bit, go down to 4th gear maybe, and then get back on the throttle as quick as you can. It's not quite flat, but it's a fast corner nonetheless. Next up comes the S section, which is quite long and sweeping. You don't want to be caught napping because you need to make a rapid change of direction and to get the good trial moments. As you go through the left there at turn 5, you need to go as wide as you can. 25.7 the first sector for Wii. As turn 6 is up next, it's a double right-hander. Turn 6 and 7, very difficult to get perfectly, but if you do, it'll help you a lot. And Wii's got a very wide on exit. As we're now onto the main overtaking opportunity, this long straight, which will lead towards the dip and the chicane of turn 10. Funny enough, though, turn 10 on this is actually counts as two separate corners: turn 10A and turn 10B. 52.2 in the first sector for Wii, in the middle sector. I'm sorry. And here goes Wii into turn 10A and turn B. He's already gone through them actually. As now he goes through 11 and 12, the last flat out corner of the circuit, to complete his lap at 107, 107.6, I believe that is.
A
You
little
have to
bit
be as
faster than
Cress.
Dumoul.
Yeah, indeed. Cress has gone into third. What about Michael Mocho? What is he going to do? Mocho has gone into fourth. Jordan Howell, he goes on provisional pole. Eduardo Silva, the Mexico City winner, he now takes provisional pole. What about Nathan Ormond, who qualified quite well in Brazil before that retirement? He goes P7. From China to China, the last year's Indy 500 champion is in fifth before Zorga takes away from him. Gatino Bivona, the Sao Paulo winner, goes on provisional pole. As here we have Daniel Darabosh, the man second in the championship right now. He goes 10th fastest. Dominic De just right into third. Here we have Rose Hansen. Where's Hansen going to go? Into second place. Daniel Noakes is up next. And Noakes is P9. We is about to come in to the pits, as a matter of fact. And that is everybody done. Of course, not everybody goes out for the first run, so we'll have some more people going out later. But at the moment is Bivona, who took pole in Sao Paulo and the win, on track for another pole, but it's a long session, of course. I want to ask you, Yuri, what do you think of this track? Because I quite like it. It has many fast direction changes. It is quite short, but it definitely doesn't disappoint.
I'm very unfamiliar with the track itself, but obviously I did a little bit of testing and the racing did seem nice. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, in my opinion, that first sector is one of the nicest things I've ever seen in a racing game. It is quite something entertaining. I usually played with an F1 car around it, and it was quite hectic. But even in these Formula E cars, it should be quite a nice experience. And now Jordan Howell is being wheeled back in.
Yeah, the lap times of around a little bit over 1 minute, so it's not the longest track. It's definitely uh, not the slowest track as well as we
Yeah.
saw. Most of the corners are high speed.
Yeah, when I played this track on Forza with the Lotus 2015, I was able to get a lap, and my best was around 58 seconds or something like that. So this track is quite quick, and these FP cars aren't too far off what I was able to do in that even though it's on a different game. In any case, here we have the championship leader Roberto Nesco going out, and I'm not going to be biased towards myself. I'm going to talk about myself in third person, unless I actually have to talk about myself. But in any case, Nesco has gone out.
Yeah, in the Audi car, of course, you'd expect Audi to do well in anything they join in. So yeah,
Yeah, indeed, Audi so far the championship leaders. They won in both championships. They won one race, and they finished on the podium in both races. Bivona led the championship after a win in Brazil. He didn't quite perform so well in Mexico City, but Ionescu, like Darabos, was on podium both races, and that's why he is the championship leader right now. And once he begins his lap here, would you like to go through it? Because I would be too embarrassed to commentate my own lap.
I
You know.
mean, I can try. I don't know any of the corners, but let's see. So,
Okay.
so yeah, here,
All I know is that the turn 10 chicane is known as the dip, so there's that.
yeah. Okay, so I think it's not here. Here is where the wait. The lap doesn't start there. Oh, now
We're,
the lap starts. Yeah, there's not lines. Anyway, he's going into the first corner quite fast, of course. Like almost all of the corners. I think he is catching some traffic ahead, but let's see. Soon we should be getting his first sector time in.
I don't think he's being impeded too much.
Yeah, not yet. And let's see the first sector time. He's 3 tenths down. So
Quite a lot.
yeah, that's quite a bit, but I don't think it's the slowest out of the bunch. But yeah, there might be some dirty air.
I don't think the exit was too bad.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Second sector should be soon. And now he's actually getting some slipstream. But yeah, 5 tenths down, so I'd expect him to be in P8 or 9.
Yeah, didn't lose as much time in sector 2. As now
And
it
into
was
the final
12.
corner, and it's going to be 9th, 7 tenths down.
Well, you got that spot on. Here we have Mohamed Razin finishing the lap without improving. No, not finishing the lap, sorry. He is in the middle sector.
Yeah,
My mistake, my apologies. Razin hasn't set the lap yet, but he will right now.
it's going to be last. And
Afraid so. Alexander Arnold, happy birthday to him, by the way. The day we're recording him is his birthday, and he's going into second. Obviously, he won't be seeing this on his birthday. Someone else kind of is going to 12th, Raphael Dumoul. What is he going to do on this lap?
improves.
P7 for him.
And here's
Michael
Michael Clark, our favorite driver.
P5 for him. Prazan goes P12. What about Alan Jefferson? P17 for Jefferson. What about Xavier Wee on his second lap? The Singaporean is in P5. Agostino Bivona is also on the second lap, the provisional poleman. Is he going to be able to improve?
I don't think he was improving. Yeah, he's a little bit off.
Just half a tenth off. We have from Chinat. He didn't improve as Unesco comes into the pits. What about Matthew Alder? He's coming across the line now out of turn 12. I think turn 12 is incredibly quick. What about Jordan Howell? Howell can improve. And now Balanzolka, who's in provisional P10. What is he going to do? Stays in P10 despite improving. I want to ask you, what do you think is your favorite corner of this track?
Mm, I have no clue, to be honest.
Alright. I think my favorite would be the very fast right-hander at turn 5. It can feel extremely rewarding in the first sector if you can get it right. You can just carry so much speed, and if you have the confidence, you'll be rewarded. If you have too much confidence, if you're overconfident, on other games you will end up in the gravel trap, but I don't think there appears to be any gravel on this version.
Yeah, it's all the runoff seems to be grass.
Yeah. I also think Sector 3 might be a little bit different than the map we got, but I'm not sure because I'm not seeing the dip be very big.
Yeah, there might be like who made this might have made it a little bit less. But yeah, it still seems to be a fine track for racing. Even
Absolutely.
though it looks quite unfinished because you can see the whole track from Michael Mozzo's T-cam at the moment.
Yeah, I guess so. Reminds me of those Mario Kart things, like Rainbow Road and stuff like that, except it's grass road, I
Yeah.
guess. I'd like to actually see the map if there are any other versions of this thing, because this is definitely a very weird track.
Yeah, I don't know because I took these tracks from the files that Joe sent me, so it all should be At least,
I believe this might actually be the Can-Am version, which is a little bit different, especially when it comes to Sector 3. I'm actually gonna send it in our chat. You guys are not gonna see it, but I think this is what we're working with. So the dip isn't actually a hard braking zone, but rather a fast left-hander. I
yeah,
believe we are on the Can-Am version,
yeah. That
but that's the only main difference.
well, wait. We can see the truck now on the side.
Okay, yeah, this is the Can-Am version.
So yeah. Anyway, we are on board with the Portuguese Michael Mott. So
Yeah, he's changed nationality for this season.
yeah,
And he's not the only Englishman to change nationality. Will Patel has also decided to run with the Indian
yeah. Oh,
flag
he's getting
permanently.
overtaken by the Jaguar of Silva.
Silva's doing quite well. He's in P4 at the moment, and he's starting another lap. We were working with the wrong track map
Oh,
earlier.
Mozzo
I
is
imagine
fighting
this was
back.
the Forza version, not the Can-Am version. But in any case, Mocho tried to overtake into turn 1 to no avail. Apart from the last sector, the track is pretty much identical in the two versions, so at least we got that going on.
So yeah, where is Silva in that standings, by the way?
I believe he's in third, if I'm not mistaken.
So that's this result is should be good for his championship ambitions.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally right. And I do believe there are bonus points for Paul, correct me if I'm wrong. And yes, they are 3 points actually.
Yeah,
No. Silva is in second. My apologies. He's tied with Darabosh. And yeah. But because Silva has a win, Silva is in front. Both him and Darabosh have 35 points, and Unesco has 36 points.
yeah, and obviously, even though we will know these race results and stuff, the points will be counted after the races go public.
Yep, indeed.
And
Silva has improved to go fourth, meanwhile.
Jefferson is
Martin has
improving
improved to
by half a
30th.
second.
This is going to be a massive lap. If he can get himself into the top 10, let's see. He was 1.1
Not
seconds
quite.
down, and he gets right outside the top 10. We have Daniel Noakes. What is he going to do? The Mahindra. Here comes Noakes across the line without improving. The Chelly gets back into third, as Chris improves into 13th, giving some tone to Elder behind. Here we have Nathan Ormond. What is he going to do? From P21, goes up one spot. Darabosh is up next. Man, third in the championship is improving. Can get out of P21. Yes, he can, but only up to P15. Hansen, I don't believe has improved. What about Ionescu in the middle sector? He is down on his personal best. By 0.3 of a second, right about. And towards turn 12 he goes. And Ionescu doesn't improve, neither does Razin. Is there anybody else on the lap? Yes, there is. Alexander Arnold. The day we're recording this is his birthday, so the birthday boy is selling a lap. Oh, when this comes out, obviously it won't be his birthday anymore. He is not improving. Looks like he's lost a lot of time. Yeah. Must have been impeded big league in Sector 1. Some people coming into the pits, that doesn't really matter though, because Arnold is not going to improve. 1.4 seconds down. Oskan has improved, he is in P17. Is there anybody else on the lap? I don't believe that to be the case. Oskan has just been overtaken as a matter of fact. But I think we're already getting good racing here at Road Atlanta. It's just qualifying.
Yeah, they are trying to get into the best position on the track. Anyway, it seems like half of the session is done, and yeah, interesting. It
Yeah,
seems
just
to
have
be
to go.
quite close.
Indeed so. Indeed so. And don't forget, just after this race, it'll be next week for you when you're watching, but for us, it'll be on the same day, just a few hours later, I guess. We'll be recording the Miami Prix, so we'll be moving across the
Uh, the
Florida-Georgia line.
the Miami race will be on the same week as this one for the public.
Oh yeah, you're gonna release two races a week. My bad. It'll still be a few days later,
Yeah,
though.
for the next week. Then after it's going to be just the one.
Yeah, all right, that makes sense.
We
And
just
we'll be
need
going to the fictional Dodge Island circuit.
yeah
Atlanta is real, but Dodge Island is not.
we just need a few more races for these tiers before the sign-ups. So
Yeah.
that's why. we are doing quite a few.
Makes perfect sense. As here we have Raphael Dumoul in P9 at the moment, going out back on track. It's his first race outing since the Indy 500. And here we have the Venturi, the Rocket Venturi driver, going out.
Yeah, and the Venturi that has a Mercedes logo on the front. Is that actually the same as in real life?
I'm not even sure, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I think a car that isn't Mercedes or powered by Mercedes having their logo just feels a little bit weird.
Oh yeah, Yuri, by the way, this is coming out after the reveal of the 11th team in the OC, isn't it?
Wait, 11 team reveal. It is on Saturday.
And the 11th team reveal should be tomorrow, yes? Or
Yeah,
am I...
yeah, yeah. It is. Yeah, I was thinking of something.
Ah,
I
well, I've already been told what it is, and obviously nobody else will know if we talk about it right now, but let's not talk about it.
yeah. I'm not going to tell. Well, well, because it's going to be revealed when this is released. I'm just going to say the person who revealed it to you doesn't know what it is.
So you told me the wrong information.
Yes, you have been misinformed.
Oh my goodness. In any case, here we have Dumoul saying the first sector time. He is up by 200 of a second.
But anyway, it won't be long until you know. So you can speculate what it will be.
Well, if it's not what he told me, it's quite something. In any case, this will just sound like drunken ramblings because when you're watching this, guys, you will already know what the 11th team is, but we're just speculating right now. We're not giving any names. We just know that it's a manufacturer. That's all we know. I mean, that's all I know, other than what I've been told, which I'm not going to share. Dumoul is also up in the second sector, by the way, still by 200 of a second. He's only lost 1,000 in that second sector. He's now going to finish the lap on the Can-Am version.
Could gain a position here. Oh, he just
Nope.
misses out on improving.
He's lost the 10th in sector 3. What about Xavier Wee?
He's
He
way
is,
down.
yeah, indeed. Couldn't improve on that one. Joe Chinat, he does improve to go into 11th place. Michael Clark can improve. What about Jordan Howell? He doesn't either. Neither does Aki Prazan. But looks like Michael Mocho from
Mozzo is
P20 on
up.
the grid could be improving. Let's see by how much. Nothing in positions
Yeah.
times. Befona couldn't improve. What about Eduardo Silva? Is in P5 at the moment. Can get in front of Hansen. No, he cannot. The Chelly will be starting a lap shortly. You have Darabosh. He is not improving. 1.5 tenths down on his personal best. He and Ionescu are P15 and 16 at the moment. And so this is great news for Silva, who is far in front of them.
Yeah, but it seems like if they have the pace on the race, the overtaking might be quite easy if they just need to have the pace.
Yeah, very possible. I think this Can-Am version is much more raceable than the version I've been playing in Forza. In any case, the version in Forza is the one with the slower turn-down chicane. We
Chris
have
is up.
Chris. Yeah, he is up in Sector 1. What about Sector 2? Let's check his sector time.
Ooh, that's going to
He
be a
is-
good lap for the BMW driver.
He can get on the front row, definitely. Let's see if he can just keep it up in Sector 3. Apart from turn 11, everything in Sector 3 should be easy flat. So let's see what Chris can do. He
P2.
goes second, just as I predicted. Gets himself onto that front row. Dominic DeCelli is up next. He's been bumped down to 4th, like getting himself back in the top
Fastest.
3. Well, definitely he can, but he gets himself all the way up into 1st. Is there anybody else on the lap right now? As Dominic DeCelli is on provisional pole. I'm not sure if he's taken a pole before or not, but he is there right now. And yeah, as a matter of fact, this Planet race will be the first one in Formula E history to have commentary. So there's that.
Yeah, that's actually, yeah. I didn't realize that, but yeah, this is the first Formula E session that has commentary.
Yeah, quite interesting.
And
As Banzolka is still in the pits.
same for BTCC, that's probably getting pre-recorded tomorrow, but that will also have commentary. either by me or me plus somebody out of the commentary team.
Yeah, that is true. And Arnold is in P4 right now, sitting in the pits. It looks like we got somebody going out. It's on Jefferson in the Nissan. He's currently in unlucky P13. Let's see if he can improve on it and how much. I do believe he has 2 runs remaining.
Mm, wait.
Look at his lap counter. It says 6 out of 16.
It's 3. Wait. Yeah, 3 runs. Though
Oh,
I did think that I set it to 12 laps, but I think it resetted itself and put it
well,
back
in
to
any
16.
case, he's not gonna have time for 3 runs. I think he'll have time for just 2.
Yeah, it usually doesn't make a difference if it's
Oh,
12 or 16 with 30-minute sessions.
yeah. Alder, Arnold, Hansen, and Ionescu are also out on track. So are Nox and Razin. So there's that. Quite a lot of people out there on track. As Jefferson is going through the dip. He's gonna get ready to get his lap going on the Can-Am version of Road Atlanta. I was expecting the whole time to be the regular version, not the Can-Am, but I don't mind this at all. Let's see what Jefferson can do on this lap. As he's gonna go in towards turn 1, very fast right-hander. Can he take it flat? No, but still carry a lot of speed there. I think this could be a good first sector. Let's see if he can just keep it up in the S's. And you need to lift there at some point. It's just up to you to make that decision as a driver. And that's why Sector 1 here is so enjoyable. As he goes through turn 5, the most important corner of them all. He's had a good run. Let's see what he can do in the first sector.
Yeah, fastest.
He's actually purple. No, not purple. He's down in his personal best, but up on the Chelly. And that's a surprise.
So, Sector 1 specialist.
I guess so. I guess so, indeed. Considering he was 13th, that is quite something. Anyway, let's see if he can improve in the middle sector. As he's going through the kink at turn 9, then towards the dip at 10. It's a downhill chicane on the regular version. Here it's just flat out.
He's improved on himself, but down on Deseli.
Yeah. 3 tenths up on Jefferson is on himself. He can get himself into P7, I believe he will. Let's see as he's going to cross the line. And yes, P7.
P7?
It wasn't compared to the Chelly, it was compared to Wii.
So we are having the graphic thing going on where it's comparing the time to somebody else than the fastest one.
Yeah,
It
we've
randomly
seen it happen a few times. But in any case, Jefferson has gone up into 7th. Arnold hasn't improved. You have Ionescu. Can he improve? Cannot. What about Alder? Alder goes to 14th. Hansen is up next. And Rose Hansen stays in the same position. Nox improves up into 4th place. Devona is starting the lap. Goes in. Goes 16th. Oskan goes 9th.
It's weird seeing all the green times even though nobody is actually beating Deseli's time.
Yeah. Here we have Hal. On this lap, Hal can't improve. What about Clark? Doesn't look like he will either. No, he doesn't. 2 tenths off. Agi Prazan up next. 3 tenths off his personal best. We have Ban and Zolga down in the first sector, but the middle sector could be different. Let's see. Well, no, it's not different. He's 3 tenths down on this one. Zolga's gonna have to hope for a great third sector. And I think he looked a little hesitant in the 11 there. As he goes through turn 12 now. Crossing the line, Zolga doesn't improve. He's lost some more time. I don't believe anyone else is on a... No, apart from Devona. Devona, who was on pole earlier, is trying to get back, but he's not going to get back as it stands because there's 3 tenths down, or just down. They're heading into Sector 3 and ending Sector 3. He has improved on his sector time, but not on his lap.
Dumoul
so
is 3 tenths up on his own best.
Yeah, and Dumoul was in P13. I think he got himself into P5 or thereabouts. No, P6. 3 tenths up exactly he improved by.
So 1 more laps I think we will have time for.
Yeah, definitely. Won't be enough time for anyone else to do 2 runs. But 1 run should be plenty. It just depends if the teams are smart enough to send you out on time or not.
Yeah, well there's 4 minutes remaining and the lap time is short.
Yeah, I don't believe everybody will go out at the same time, so some people
No,
will miss
yeah,
out.
it's 13 or 14 cars.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hal sitting in the garage. Will he be released again? That is the question, or not. Looks like somebody's already. No, it's not someone already back out of track. Buffon is still yet to come in. He's coming now. Dumoul is coming in as well. Saveri goes out. He was the first one to go out. The first run makes sense. He goes out quickly again. With just under 4 minutes to go, Hui is mid pack right now. He'll be hoping he can do better. Car number 11, position number 11. Well, let's see if he can improve on this. I believe there is Darabosh out on track as well. So there's that. Tress is on track too. Anybody else? Ormond is. Ormond's just gone out. So there's that. And yeah, Xavier Wee is getting ready to start his lap soon. He goes for turn 7. I think turn 6 and 7 are critical. There we're going to find lap time in Sector 2, because the rest of Sector 2 is flat out, so there's that. But I think Sector 1 is the most critical when it comes to lap time. What do you think, Yuri?
Yeah, it probably is.
Indeed. Well, here we have Wee going down the dip.
Xavier
Flat.
Wee!
Well, in any case, he's going to go down the run towards turn 12 and get his lap underway. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go, and here goes Xavier Wee. And some people are definitely not going to go out again.
Yeah, there's going to be 13 or 14 cars who are making one more lap. I think this is going to be the final laps. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I strongly doubt Bivona will go out again.
Well, let's see what's the first. I wonder who's he getting compared to. Well, he is down on his own best.
And 3 tenths down on whoever that should be. I believe it could be Oskan he's getting compared to, though I'm not certain.
So
No, it is the Chili this time, isn't it?
wait, I'm actually going to see. So the Shelley's second is 51.73. Yeah, now it's all correct now. Now it's getting compared to the fastest time.
And he's definitely down on both. 3 tenths down on his personal best. Looks like Xavier Wee won't be improving, and he'll start no better than 11th. But let's just wait and see till he crosses the line. As we got 1 minute and a half to go in this qualifying session. Xavier Wee doesn't improve. What about Daniel Darabosh, the man third in the championship? Is not looking good on the grid right now.
Yeah, looks
He
like
needs
a
to
weaker
improve.
qualifying for him.
Yep, it is. Here we have
Cress is
Tobias
up.
Kress, meanwhile. He can fight for pole. He's in third at the moment. Can he get back
Oh,
on pole? No, he
he's
can't.
gone down
Lost
on the
time in
last.
S3. Ionescu has gone out in time for the last lap. The Chelly, meanwhile, is holding up. I believe that is Nate Normand. The Chelly and Normand didn't improve us a lot of time.
Mocho is up on his best.
Yes, he is. By half a second, that's very good effort from Mocho. I think he can get himself into, I'd say P12 or P13, but let's wait for him to cross the line. Here goes Mocho P10, better than expected. Not bad at all. Mohamed Razin is going to start the lap as well, as is Alexander Arnold. You know, here we have Rose Henson, who is improving in the middle sector. Let's see what the American driver can do. Here goes Henson, and across the line.
P4.
Fourth place. Good effort. Noakes is up next. He's in P5 right now. He can't improve. And what about Ionescu here, approaching the middle sector? The championship really definitely needs to improve on this one.
Yeah, he
Let's
needs
see
a
what he can
good
do in
one
sector
here.
2.
It's not going
He's
to be
down.
a good one.
No, if he's gonna have to make a lot of places up in the race if he wants to get some points today. That's what I believe. But let's see if we can get in sector 3 as we got 10 seconds on the clock. 9, 8, 7, for turn 12 he goes. Can he improve on this lap? No, he can't. That's the end of the session for him. 1 second left. That's the end of the session for everyone. Jefferson can't improve. Checker flag is out. Razin, what about him? Could he improve perhaps? In the middle sector, he's way down. Well, just 3 tenths down, but on a track this short, 3 tenths is a lot. So yeah, Razin in quite a lot of trouble. Let's see what he'll do across the line. And Razin can't improve on that lap. What about Arnold? Stays in P6. Henson is coming into the pits. Noakes is also coming into the pits. So I do believe that is already done.
That's
and I believe
it.
Dominic
Yeah.
is on pole position.
Yeah. Deseli is on pole position for this race. with Bivona second and Cres P3.
That's very good for Bavona. He's P4 in the championship right now. Obviously, he won in Sao Paulo, but he had terrible showing in Mexico City. Well, now in Atlanta, he can get himself into the championship league with a good result, I believe. He might have a great shot, but we'll see. Don't
Lots
underestimate
of
the others.
lots of work to do for Ionescu and Daniel, who are in the top of the championship, but qualified really poorly here.
They've been inseparable so far this season. In Sao Paulo, Darabosh finished second, Devansco finished third. It was the other way around in Mexico City, and now Dominic De Chile has taken pole. De Chile is on pole with Bavona second, Crest is third, Hansen fourth, followed by Noakes and Arnold. Dumoul is P7, followed by Silva. The two Brazilians will be occupying row 4. Behind them is another Brazilian in the name of Alan Jefferson, and then a Portuguese of Michael Mocho. Samuel Oscan is in P11, and the second half you can do it.
Xavier V in P12 with Michael Clark in P13, Jordan Howell P14, Balin Jolga P15, Sonjan Chao Chinat in P16, that I probably botched that name, but yeah, Matthew Alder in P17 with Muhammad Rasin P18, Robert Ionescu 19th, there was Daniel 20th, Agi Presom 21st, and Nathan Ormond P22 and last.
Yep, and that
So
and that means 3 points added to Dominic De Chili's account. He'll jump up to P12 in the standings before the race, and just give me a few minutes before the race, actually.
yeah, so the race will, of course, it will happen now. We will, I will pause the recording and we will have a little bit of a break, but the race is going to be in this same recording.
Yep, that's right. So see you in just a few minutes on for our side, but it'll be in the same recording. So
Yeah,
don't go
there
anywhere.
will not be any wait for them. It's going to be like 5 seconds.
Well, well, we're back. It was just a few seconds for you, but for us it was a few minutes because we took a little bit of a break. But anyway, we're back here in Atlanta and ahead of 39 laps of action. Here we have the grid that we've just seen qualifying, of course. Dominic De Chele is on pole. I believe this to be his
Just
first pole.
just a
Someone will
note.
correct me after the fact, but in any case.
Yeah, just a note. The grid cars are well, they look like the wrong teams for this time. I will fix them for when we will do the live stream for around 5 probably.
Yeah, that's all right. No problem there. We can
Anyway,
still know,
keep
we still know the teams
yeah
of everybody.
keep going with the grid now. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. It's Agatino Bivona in second place, followed by BMW cars with Tobias Kress and Rose Hansen, and we're doing 4x4. So you're next.
Daniel Noakes in P5 with Alexander Arnold in P6, Raphael Dumoul P7 and Eduardo Silva in P8.
Yep, Alan Jefferson is in P9, followed by Michael Mocho. Afterwards is Samuel Oskan, mid pack in P11, followed by Xavier Wee.
In P13 it's Michael Clark, the pride of England, Jordan Howell in P14 with Balint Solga in P15 and John Sanuk Chao Chinat in P16. Yeah.
Yep, afterwards it is Matthew Alder in the Nissan P17, followed by Mohamed Razin in the DS P18. Then afterwards it's Robert Ionescu and Daniel Darabosh, who have been inseparable so far this season. And the back row,
In the back row we have Agi Persson and Nathan Ormond.
yep, indeed. We're gonna get ready go for the race. Just a little bit of cloud cover, but no threat of rain whatsoever. And don't forget for the race, guys, we will be expecting some pit stops late on in the race, so around about lap 30-ish or something like that. But in any case, time to get going in the Peach State here. Fulton County, let's go racing. Here we go for Road Atlanta. Who's gonna win today? Are we gonna have good racing? It's time to wait and see.
And here we are.
Bowl is on the right, it's on the inside, so let's see if the Chelly can defend the first corner. Quite a short run and a fast corner, so the Chelly can hold on here. He won't be under threat for first sector. Here we go, 4 lights, 5 lights, and the first ever from the commentator race is underway here in Atlanta. Good start for the Chile. Bufona's going to try it again around the outside. Looks like the Chile's down well defensively. BMWs are making a little bit of move there. There's someone up into P3. It's not BMW. It is Arnold. Up to third place he's gone. Great start for the German.
He tried to get Pivona, but he's lost out there.
Yeah, he still jumped both BMWs though. Crescent P4 in front of Hansen. Hansen under a little bit of trouble from behind, but look how far the front two have pulled away. Quite something.
Yeah, already. Like, of course they got helped by the others fighting. Now they are fighting themselves.
Indeed, here we have the two Italians of the Chilean Bivona out of the exit of turn 7 and out to this long straight section. Well, not exactly straight, but long flat section. And Bivona's gonna have plenty of opportunities. He's getting past the Chile already. He didn't take pole, but he's taking the lead now on lap 1. Can the Chile respond heading up towards the dip, or I should say down towards the dip? He's still in the slipstream, so he might have a shot. Let's see. He's going for it, but couldn't pull it off. He's still gonna be close into turn 1, so watch this space as we complete lap 1 of 39. 24 laps of fuel, so a bit earlier than expected. But in any case, Bavona says the early fastest lap with the Chelly hat on his heels. Gets into third as Nox is into P6 there. Hansen is on P5. Cressa jumped back in front of Arnold, as a matter of fact. Daniel Darabosch is in P19, Josko 20th, and I believe Near Ormond is in last. Yes, he is. Prazan trying to make a move there for P20, as the Chile is still very close to Bavona. The Italians can't shake each other off right now, it seems. Watch for Chris behind. I think he could gain 2, as Nox is having to defend here from Silva. Good defensive job there. But I think this long back straight is a major opportunity for some racing. Let's see what Silva can do in the slipstream on Nox here. Doesn't look like he's attacking. In fact, it's Nox going on the attack after Hansen. Can Nox get the move done?
Like
down towards the dip. They're gonna go, the two of them. Looks like Hansen's holding on. Is Nox gonna have a shot into T11? No, Nox backs off. Bavona increases his advantage. Meanwhile, there's another fastest lap, of course. He has a 6/10 cushion over the Chelly now. So I think Dominic De Chelly's attack has faltered. And it's now up to Bavona to see if he can pull away.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, being in the lead is usually easier than being the one who tries to catch the leader.
Well, that is not untrue. I'll give that much. Good start so far for Bivona, and he's gained a lot more. The Chile is dropping ground rapidly. I think Press will be finding him soon enough. As you have Hansen trying to get back at Arnold, though unsuccessfully. Arnold has lost some speed, I believe. He had a brilliant start, but his momentum is already falling apart. As here we have Bivona, personal best in the first sector, so he could be seeing another fastest lap from the Italian. He is improving once again, as here we have Alan Jefferson going for a move on compatriot Raphael Dumoul. He's going for the right, which will be the outside for T11. No, the inside, sorry. Here we have Mocho trying to sneak in as well. Look at Mocho, he's gonna try something. Down the dip. Here goes Dumoul into 11. Side by side, but Dumoul's gonna have to back out. Here comes Mocho into 12, running quite close. No success there. Clark also trying to get involved behind. Oscar up into P9. He's attacking Xavier Wee, who's gained quite a lot of places.
So much fighting going on. It's hard to keep up right now.
Yeah, Rose Hansen got the overtake done. As Noakes is down to P7. He's been passed by Silva. Silva's up at 6th. And let's see if Silva will be able to pressure Hansen, the American driver. He'll be found that by the American or the Brazilian. As here we have attacking Noakes in turn 6, having to back down. That was quite close though. Mocho looks like he's still stuck behind Raphael Dumoul. He can't find a way through in the first sector. Terrible start so far for Chorchana. I believe he is down in P20 meanwhile. As Raphael Dumoul still under a lot of pressure. Got another move though. I think Silva is trying to overtake Hansen down towards the dip. Let's see if Silva's getting the job done or not, because we're gonna look at Mocho, who's failing the overtake, but Zolga is through on Clark. And now he's gonna attack Mocho as well.
Mercedes
Mocho covering the inside. Yeah, indeed. Mocho has kept Zolga behind. So there, got that going. Meanwhile, Bavona has 2 seconds from Crest. Crest is going in front of the Chelly.
Let's see a replay.
The Chelly massively struggling for pace.
Oh, it happened a long time ago.
Yeah, it was on lap 3. Same place where the Chelly lost the lead to Bavona on the back straight. And yeah, the Chile had absolutely no answer there. Perez had a solid straight line speed advantage, and that was it for the Mahindra.
Yeah, it looks like he cannot even keep up.
No, I think he's struggling a lot for grip right now. And it's not like he's on a heavy fuel load or anything. Arnold is on a heavy fuel load, 25 he's got, still in his wagon. So let's see what's going to happen. He's battling Silva. Silva's up at P5. I think, no, Henson is in P4.
Yeah.
Here we have Arnold attacking
Oh,
Silva
lock up.
into 15. Ooh, big lockup there for Silva. He's kept it on track. Sorry, that wasn't 15, that was 6 he's going for. A lockup into turn 60 and costs you big time because after 6 comes 7, which is a big traction zone for that enormous straight. You don't want to get your braking wrong into either of those corners.
Yeah, now both of Xavier V and Daniel Noakes are getting close to Silva. And here,
Indeed, you have Hansen trying to make a move for the podium places, and that's the Jelly having to concede another spot on the back straight again. He's
yeah,
struggling so much.
both of the BMWs are getting up now.
The Jelly's trying to get back and Rose Handsome. There's nothing he can do. The American is in front. Maybe on the front straight, though, it's quite short, so I don't expect him to make a move. He's going to try either way. Here comes Dominic De Chele attacking Rose Hansen into the first corner. He cannot get through. That was close, but Hansen holds the position. Good defending from the BMW. What about Eduardo Silva? He's fighting his teammate Samuel
Oh,
Oscar. He's
that's
going to move. He's
Oscar
going to make
is.
way.
Oh,
And
nice
yeah,
move,
Oscar.
nice move.
Incredible action from the Jaguars, and Samuel Oscar has overtaken his teammate. That's left quite a gap to the cars in front. And this track produced much better racing than I expected. It's quite entertaining so far, and we're only on lap 6 here. As here we
Yeah.
have Silva trying to get back at Oscar into 11. He couldn't make it work. Not to 11, damn it. It was 6 again. Those corners look quite similar from that POV, as here we have Rose Henson already pulled a gap to the Chile, so that's going good. As we overtakes Arnold.
Also, what point system does this use?
I believe top 10.
Okay, yeah, just making sure. Obviously, we don't count the points yet. It will be done after the streams go up, but not streams, the recordings, but yeah.
Yep, indeed. Yep, indeed. As here we have Eduardo Silva. He is pressuring Alan Jefferson now. Trying to regain the places he lost. Obviously not going so good for Silva right now. Meanwhile, Anson is 3 seconds down on Cress. So yeah, the two teammates in the BMW doing good right now. The Chile in P4, I believe he will struggle a little bit more, but we'll see what's going to happen. And is Mocho close to back of Silva? I can't quite tell from this shot. Yes, he is. And towards turn 6, let's see if he's going to try anything. Silva is thinking of going defensive now. Yeah, he's covering the inside, leaving Mocho no openings. But also, Silva can't get any openings on Jefferson either. Looks like Jefferson is targeting the Roscan right now. Let's see if he can succeed on the back straight. Here we have Alan Jefferson attacking Samuel Roscan, and I don't think the Swede can do much to defend here. Gotta move further back. Meanwhile, I think it's between Onescu and Darabosh. As Oskan defends the position, actually. Good effort there down the dip. And into turn 11. Silva is trying to get involved there as well. Zoga still behind his teammate. And some good racing all throughout the pack. It's quite hard to keep up when you say Yuri.
Yeah, it's as the director of the camera, it's really difficult to keep up. It seems like on the front it actually is a lot calmer now. Like there's Chris is trying to catch Birona, but apart from that, there's the positions have gotten stable. But here we have a train of cars, and there's a yellow
Got a
flag.
yellow flag. Onescu is out. The championship leader has crashed out. And
With
it's not just him. Joe Chanet has been involved as well. Oh, that's not good.
they have definitely hit each other.
At turn 1, that is. So let's see what happened.
Wait. Oh.
Onescu got tagged from, but no, he
No,
tagged.
ooh.
He got turned off from himself. Oh, that's a big error.
Oh, it's a dangerous rejoin, I think. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Dangerous rejoin by Ionescu.
Is that going to be investigated, or I'm not sure, but it's definitely his fault, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's his championship lead probably gone.
Yeah, it definitely is bad.
Well, that's both him and Chow China out this race,
Let's
and
take a
it's not
replay.
going well for
So,
them. He
yeah,
tried to get down Data Bush down the inside one, but that was very risky. Yeah, just went in too fast and lost the rear.
and then the hit happens here.
Yeah. I'm not sure what Joe used to do for these kinds of incidents, so I really don't know.
Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to quickly message him actually here. But yeah,
All right.
yeah, we will confirm. I will confirm the incident a little bit later.
All right. Well, Hansen is up into third place meanwhile, and gaining time on the Chelly. So the Chelly dropping further back. But the championship leader has crashed out this race, so that's quite something.
Okay, so now I'm going to keep going with the commentaries. There's of course the yellow flags. Them also showing the flag. And
Yeah.
okay,
What did you think about that mistake from Ionescu, I think? Because he was definitely trying to get Darbosh into one, but
yeah, he was really trying to gain back what he lost in qualifying, and I think he pushed a little bit too hard when attacking, causing him to spin out.
yellow flags are gone meanwhile.
Looks like the biggest fight on the track at the moment is the Brazilian battle of Jefferson and Silva for
Indeed.
P9.
Silva's got a good exit from turn 5, but so has Jefferson. I think he'll be able to hold him off on the round out to 6. Yes.
Oh, there's some action.
Darabosh is caught to the back of Jordan Howell, so he's shaken off what happened after Ionescu's spin. He is down battling him, of course, and now Darabosh will be trying to stick to the back of these guys. And Silva is making another move at Jefferson. Let's see if he can get him down towards the dip. No, he can't. Can get that move done. Hal, meanwhile, is under heavy pressure. He's being sandwiched here by Darbosh and his teammate. Darbosh has got through the virgins, made the move work easily. And don't take that out of context, please. As Alder is finishing the lap right now, he's going after Mocho, who is very vulnerable into turn 1. Alder is through.
Mocho is trying to
Look at
fight
this.
back.
Yeah, he is into the
Oh,
chicane.
but that's not where you
Yes,
want to be.
unless you're Sametoskan, of course.
Yeah, but he was on the outside.
In any case, you have Dumoul. Under pressure from that is Clark behind. Will Clark have a good run in towards turn 6? Let's see. No, he will not. Meanwhile, look at this. Gotta move further back. I believe it's Hal. Trying to get back at Darabosh. He tried to get back, but he couldn't quite work out for him. So that's how things stand right now. Here about Zolga, meanwhile, attacking Eduardo Silva. Will he find a way through or not? Here goes Olga. And side by side, the two of them go.
Nope.
Zolga has to back out. Clearly didn't feel brave enough to the dip. As here has Rose Henson, pretty much far away from anybody else right now. Sought the race, I believe, for the American.
Yeah.
And back to Raphael Dumoul, meanwhile, in his fight with Clark. Clark is gonna have a look at Macho. We have the
Battle of the Michaels.
One, and Clark unable to make headway. Macho holds on. Dumoul, meanwhile, is gonna have a shot. That's costly, though. Darabosh will take advantage, or at least try to. And, well, he definitely tried, but it didn't quite work out. But look how much time Dumoul has lost. Unreal. I think this turn 1 section is quite hectic.
Yeah, definitely. There's so many.
Watch for Darabosh. He's gonna attack into 6 and fail.
There's so many opportunities to overtake on this track.
Absolutely right. The Scanham version is quite something else. As here I have Matthew Alder in his fight with Zolga. Can he get through on the Hungarian driver? Darabosh is also making a move further back on, I believe, Hal or someone else. As Agi Prazan is making a move on Hal. Actually, that was my mistake. It wasn't Darabosh. Hal drops down to 18th. As Darabosh was making a move on Dumoul, not on Hal. Darabosh has got Dumoul going up into 15th place. Quite a race so far. I do believe we'll see some more crashes as here we go. We have Agi Prasan. Attacking Raphael Dumoul into turn 1. Dumoul holds the outside line and stays in front. There's more grip on the outside line. You
Yeah.
need to hit the apex for the quickest line, but you're just I think this corner is a lot like Cops, from Silverstone. You're gonna have a tough time trying to overtake down the inside, because the track just falls away from you if you stick to the inside too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can understand. Like,
Yeah.
of
The
course.
corner itself pretty much forces you towards the outside. And obviously,
Yeah,
unlike Cops, this has an elevation change, so there's that.
yeah, and
As
Dumoul
Dumo
has,
has a terrible exit from turn 7.
yeah,
He's
got
lost
easily
position.
overtaken. I think there was a mistake there. Let's take a look.
That was Hal who overtook and not Praza. My apologies. No, it was Praza. My bad. Not
Yeah, just
Hal.
goes too much on the curb and loses the position.
We've seen that sort of mistake in qualifying too. So definitely something that can happen to you. You need to get your braking spot on for those two corners. Because honestly, they're the heaviest braking zones on this track. Because turn 1 is just a small lift, really. You don't need to brake that hard. As Hal is under a lot of pressure from the cheetahs. With Ormond down in P20, which is last right now, of course, with the two retirements we got.
Yeah, it's actually a bit weird seeing the Tech Cheetahs being on the last positions because I think, at least from what I saw, anytime I watched FE in real life, these cars were once very close to the front.
Yeah, indeed. Well, it's a GP4. It can be very unpredictable. As we're on board the Rose Hansen, and look at the massive gaps the BMW driver has
Yeah,
to everyone
we
around.
is yeah 6 and 5 seconds. So uh, she
I
doesn't have
think
anything to do with the other cars at the moment.
I think we could stage a charge though towards the American. He might have a shot. Don't forget we started in P12, so he's been getting a lot. Speaking of P12, here we have Zorga battling with Elder. Let's see if he can get through into the dip. Not quite. What about 11? Well, the outside is favored into 11 usually.
Yeah, definitely. Soga is trying hard.
Yep. And he wasn't able to pass there. It's
Of
Daniel Darabosh that's the fastest lap actually.
while almost getting, I think, yeah, he's just overtaken his teammate. So Daniel is on a charge, knowing that his main rival is out. He needs to get into the top 10.
Indeed, and don't forget Eduardo Silva, whom he is tagged with in the championship, is not too far in front in this race. As Olga has another look at Matthew Alder, the one successful once again for car 66. Looks like his teammate Michael Mocho is very eager to pressure him. Now we're gonna get some team orders in Merc Camp.
There's okay. Silva and Jefferson are fighting again.
Interesting.
It's
Don't forget, if Silva finishes P10, he'll be tied with Ionesco in the championship.
yeah. So he needs some. He needs to take advantage of the crash that Ionescu had.
But I believe, as it stands, Bivona will take back the lead, so it will just switch from one Audi to the other. And Silva had a look here. Now, obviously, we're not going to calculate the lead after this race. We're going to calculate it when the whole thing gets released.
Yeah. After that, the guys who count the points will make the
Yes.
standings official.
Darabosh is getting quite close to Bakomocha, meanwhile, into turn 5. Let's see if he's got a good enough run to challenge him into 6. I think Darabosh has been having a quiet but solid race so far, and he could push still. Into 6 he goes. Looked ambitious, but he thought better of it, and didn't want to pressure Mocho there. The
Yeah.
Mocho will be very vulnerable here, I believe.
I think
Darabosh
Daniel
is a good
will get
exit.
through here.
Depends which way he's gonna go. He's going to the right, and if you can get him now, then surely. Meanwhile, Kress is catching Bivona. The gap is 1.6 seconds now, as Mocho definitely has to concede the position here to Darabosh. Look at this though, into the dip. Mocho tries to get back, but like I said before, the inside in turn 11 is probably not gonna work. As Tobias Kress is gaining on Agatino Bivona.
Oh,
Oh, Jefferson's gone off. He's gonna crash it. He's gonna crash. He's gonna hit the wall. And
Oh,
yes, he
he's
has.
out.
Jefferson is out this race. That's a big mistake to make. Turn 1, once again catching somebody out. And this time it's the Nissan Navara and Jefferson. That wheel is rolling back onto the track. That could be dangerous.
Oh,
Let's see, is
It's
everyone
not
gonna?
going to hit because everybody got through.
Yeah, indeed. But this happened on. He was being attacked by Silva, so this time he just tried to defend. Did he go off on his
Oh,
own? Yes, he
he's
did.
just has a little. The back goes out a little bit, and that's he can. He is not able to correct, and there's no tarmac runoff, so in the grass there's no grip, and he just slides it into the wall.
The way that corner is designed, it's gonna force you to go out. It's gonna force you to the outside of the track. And obviously, he couldn't hit the apex because Silva was making the move on him, and as a result, he just ended up outside the track and crashing it. Unfortunate mistake, really. But it's a very, very hard corner, especially when you're racing another car, I think.
Yeah,
Do you agree here?
yeah, but sadly for him, this means no points.
Nope. And it's good news for everybody behind, as they have a shot at a point or two. Meanwhile, Cress is cutting the gap to Bivona slowly but steadily, as here we have Simon Oskin. He's actually closing up on Daniel Noakes, so he's got that going for him. The Chelly is under a lot of pressure, meanwhile. Is it P6? And the Polster could lose that position right now. Yellow flags are only out for turn 1, of course, so there's that. But here he goes, and he's through. No penalty, of course, because he didn't overtake in the yellow flag zone. Noakes is up in the P6. And Oskan could make the move soon enough as well. We'll see. Into turn 12 goes Noakes. And he is P6 now. Let's see, the gap to Arnold is 4.4 seconds. Michelli definitely struggling as we're in the yellow flag zones. Yellows have still not been cleared.
Yeah, he's going to be cleared for really soon though. And here's the
Okay,
battle of the
Mocho.
Michaels.
He's trying to get past Clark. Yellows have been lifted. They have been lifted and very close to contact there. But Clark stays in front of Macho. As Hansen is being caught up a little bit by Xavier Wee, I believe. Wee has reduced that gap just a little.
It's 5 seconds.
Well, I think it was 5 point something last time we checked. So Wee is making some gains, but not major gains. As on the round dash 6, Much is going to have another go. Clark is already going defensive. Much is going to switch to the inside here, but turn 6 is quite difficult to get a move on in. But look at this. Macho doesn't have any slipstream. Not Macho, sorry. Clark doesn't have any slipstream. He'll be very vulnerable. And Macho is now going to make the move. Can he make it work, though? That's the question for the Mercedes driver. Side by side into the dip. No.
Clark just doesn't give enough room, and Motso has to back out of it.
Yeah, you need to go boxing there if you want to hold the position. You need to be aggressive, because the other guy will back out if he runs out of room. So you need to mark your territory and make sure that you keep the position. It's into turn 1. Mocho is having a look. Once again, failing though. Plazan could try to take advantage. He's going for the outside, though. That's not going to be beneficial. He's going to lose a lot of time. As Bivona continues to lead, but look at Tobias Kress. He is gaining and gaining. Nathan Norman, meanwhile, has got out last place, so we're taking Jordan Howe. So Howe quite struggling for grip right now. Meanwhile, Hansen's advantage has been cut. Wee is gaining a little bit. I believe it's 4.4 right now. So there's that. As we're on to lap 19, just one lap away from the halfway point. Or I should say half a lap away from the halfway point. Look at this, we got a move going on. Not just here, but also behind. Can Macho get past Clark this time? No. Clark once again forcefully keeping him back. As the two Venturis are battling. And Prasan overtakes Dumoul.
So the two Michaels are definitely having a little bit of...
He's gonna have another look into turn 1. I think he's all far back. He's gonna try nonetheless.
Yeah, I don't think the dive was possible there. Anyway.
No, but he definitely had a try. And yes, he is getting on Hansen. Look, the gap has dropped to 4.2. So the Singaporean making rapid gains now.
Yeah, and speaking of gaining, Daniel is close to points now.
He's catching his compatriot Zolgas. Now Silva tried to overtake Matthew Alder there for P9, but couldn't get it to work. He was battling Jefferson, but Jefferson is now out, so he's now battling Alder. And look who is 2 places behind Silva, as a matter of fact, is Darabosh, the man with whom he is leveling the championship.
And
He's
here
gonna
goes
try to overtake
Silva.
Alder here. Has he got him? I think he's got the overlap. Yes, he's
Yes,
got him.
he's gone.
But Darabush is also making the move. Failing. Zolga keeps his compatriot behind. So good defense from the Mercedes driver. Meanwhile, Bivona has extended the gap to Crest. It's now 1.9. We got new fastest lap. Was that for... I'm not sure it was for Darabush. Who
Daniel.
was it for? It was for Darabush.
It was for Daniel. And Alder has taken the position back.
Indeed, Silva's going to have to go the long way around. And he's losing a lot of time here. Quite a lot of time. Look how much Alder's pulled on him.
Yeah, he
That was a
had
bad
to.
mistake for Silva, and Darabush is right there. They're battling for 1 point. And they'll split them in the championship standings. Of course, it's just race 3. But always you can see some rivalries popping up. As here we have Daniel and Daniel Darabush and Eduardo Silva. They fought for the win in Mexico. And now they're fighting for the edge of the points. Look
Solga
at
on the
this!
outside.
That was brilliant. How on earth did he pull that off? Need to see that again. Darabush left the outside open. He just snuck in there and took it. I give kudos to Zolga there. He had a lot of confidence on the brakes to go for that move. He's made it work very nicely. As here we have Rose Hansen, who is being caught. Xavier Wee, the gap is 3.8 seconds in the BMW driver's favor. As now Oskan has just overtaken the Chelly. So Pulsar drops another place.
Yeah, looks like the Chelly's race pace isn't that encouraging at the moment.
And to quote Kasper Ackerman, there goes another place. As Prazan makes a move on Mocho, and Clark is also vulnerable. Mocho wasn't able to overtake Clark, but maybe Prazan will. Prazan sticking very close, and now here goes Zolga attacking Darabush. Wait, Darabush got back past Zolga. Now Zolga gets back past Darabush.
They are having a huge battle over here, as the first pit stops are happening.
That will be for Michael Clark, who is Darabush's teammate. It's not just Clark, I believe someone else has the pit indicator.
Yeah. So Clark is going to beat this lap.
Yeah,
And
indeed, on lap 21.
else?
When we had Joe hosting the pit stops, we're later in the race. We're still getting pit stops now. Alder is also pitting, look.
Yeah.
He's got a big gap to Silva on that previous lap. So he got a little bit of breathing space, and now he's going to be able to pit. Hopefully, for his sake, that breathing space can be used to keep him in front, because I strongly believe the overcut is superior here, judging by the amount of fast laps we're getting. Hansen, meanwhile, still in third place, is having a good race, but could be pressured by Xavier Wee soon.
Yeah, so usually if you see the fastest laps going in at this lap 22, you know the tire wear isn't high enough for the...
Alder's in.
Yeah, Alder is in, as is Clark. Well, let's see how the pit stops go.
The first race of the new era, and the first pit stop under a new host. And Alder has 7.3 seconds stop, 21 laps of fuel. We'll get him to the end. These electric cars normally don't have fuel, but this is an exception. 6.5 for Clark. That was good.
Yeah. Did the FE races have like the fueling when Joe hosted it?
No, they actually pitted much later in the race.
Yeah.
They pitted like 5 laps from the end or something like that.
No, but like, did they add fuel? Like, for example...
Yes, they added fuel.
Yeah, so it's the same. Like, obviously
Look at this, Arnold attacking Wee. Both of them are gaining on Rose Hansen, but who's gonna go for that podium spot? Needs to take P4 first, and Wee is doing a good job holding Arnold at bay.
Yeah.
The birthday boy, of course, unable to take P4 just about now. Noakes has just pitted as well, meanwhile. Just want to point that out.
Yeah, there's some... And Bivona is going to pit.
Indeed, looks like Crest will wait a little. As Noakes is in 6.1, that's a very quick stop. And where is Noakes going to emerge? Just in front of Nathan Ormond. Actually, just behind. Ormond makes his way through.
So the battle for the win will be between Bivona and Cress, I will say.
Crest is pitting through. Look, same lap.
That's going to be the battle of the pit crew.
Indeed. In comes Bivona. And he is looking good to retake the championship lead as things stand. But we're obviously not going to count after this race. We're going to count in a week or so, I guess. But I do believe he will take the championship lead, but we'll wait and see for confirmation. Very quick stop for Chris, 5.5 seconds.
And
But he's still
5.6 for
behind.
Bivona, so he gained a tenth from the pit stops.
Great effort from the Audi crew. But look at this, these guys are gonna have a little bit of traffic. That could harm them a little bit. As now Rose Hansen has inherited the lead and is gaining back to Xavier Wee. We battling with Arnold has cost him time, and the American has pulled away from the Singaporean and the German. So things are going good for Rose Hansen right now. I don't think Hansen will be caught. As now Hal is right behind Mohamed Razin. I believe at the not near the back of the pack, but they would be after the pit. Hal struggling for grip right now. Arnold, meanwhile, is gaining on Wee. Both these guys have stopped gaining on Hansen during the battle. I don't think that was the wisest call. What do you think?
Mm,
I also don't expect these guys to pit for about 3 more laps. And Bivona and Chris are gaining on these two, don't forget.
yeah, or are they gaining? Actually, let me see. So,
Well, it's 3.7 the second sector split. And Arnold, I think he will lose
yeah,
time trying
yeah,
to
they are
battle.
gaining. They are actually gaining. And
Well, that's a good first fate for Bivona.
and
Darbosh has pitted and Hansen will pit this lap.
yeah, so the race leader, well, provisional race leader will pit.
Yes, indeed. Hansen has had a good race so far. Let's see what the BMW driver can do.
Okay, that screen just doesn't work. Let's.
Oh man.
So yeah.
Did Joe get back to you meanwhile? Or not?
Anyway, these.
Yuri, did Joe answer you yet or not?
No.
Well, if there are any penalties, I just assume we'll have to give them after the fact or something. In any case, look at this. Arnold attacking Wee. He's gonna go for it into turn 11, but failing. As Hansen comes in, these guys will inherit the lead.
Yeah, and now let's see what the pit crew can do for the BMW.
Should be a quick one. 17 laps of fuel for the American driver.
5.4.
5.4. That's the quickest stop I've seen today. Should definitely protect Hansen's podium chances, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think she will have a good chance.
Yeah. Here we have Alexander Arnold going at it again. Into turn 6 he's gonna go this time. And failing. This is gonna help Bivona catch these guys. It's already 2.7, it's gonna get a whole lot lower. And I don't expect them to pit for another lap or two.
Yeah, and Bivona is already gaining on them. As is
I think
Chris.
Bivona will lose some time.
Yeah, this ironically this battle might be what loses Bivona the race if something.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions. Meanwhile, we will get another person coming with us for the Miami race. That person is staying silent right now. And yep, Arnold was unable to make the move. We holds on to the personal lead, but this is helping Hansen massively.
And they will pit this lap.
Yeah, both of them. So Bivona won't be impeded too much. Here we have Matthew Alder attacking Dominic De Celli. De Celli has pitted, Alder hasn't. But Alder makes it through. Despite the tire disadvantage, De Celli still looks vulnerable. Now hold on. Both of them have pitted actually, so
Yeah,
this
both-
was for position.
yeah.
Alder is through. Legit.
Yeah, it was an fair fight.
Here is Bivona catching those two meanwhile.
And
as
speaking
Alder-
of fair fight, he's trying to get it back, but unable to.
The inside of one is quite difficult to overtake.
Yeah, as we saw with Ionescu trying it and taking himself out of the race by doing so.
You don't have to bring that up all the time, but yeah, that is true. Turn one is very dangerous. So the race leader is gonna come in. So is his challenger, which means Agatino Bivona will take back the lead, which he's held for the entire race.
Lots of pits going to happen this lap.
Yes, indeed. Could be a little bit of a mess in the pit lane. We'll see. Wee is in, Arnold is in, and let's see what stop. Wee gets 5.2. That's fantastic. Will Arnold be held up a little? No,
No,
5.8, 6.8. Sorry.
6.8, so much slower stop for Arnold than for
I think
Prix.
that will kill his chances of challenging Wee. And now we will be free to chase after Rose Hansen, though. Could be that's easier said than done, I believe.
Yeah, I think there is some gap. Yeah, there's a huge gap actually.
Yeah, but Hansen is being impeded a little bit by Eduardo Silva, who's actually pitting this lap,
Yeah,
so he won't
so
be hurt too much.
it won't be a much of an hell. Well, it's going to be a little bit of an held up because Hanson
The
is
gap is
much
about 7
faster.
seconds. 7 seconds. Yeah, indeed. Let's see if she can get the move down on the back straight. Well, Hansen is definitely going for it. Does she have the overlap? I'm not certain about it. No, having to back out. There goes the BMW, and this is not good. It's gonna help Wee. Don't forget, Wee has fresher tires now, so he could have an advantage. And 11 laps to go.
7.4 is the
Everything
gap.
possible. Yeah, but we'll get an update as the new lap begins. Silva has come in.
Yeah,
And
let's
second
see.
in the championship.
So it was 7.4, and now the gap for the fight for the P3 is going to be
So that's compared to Silva 6.5.
6.5.
He's gained just under second there, as Kress is 1.9 behind Ivona. He wasn't able to gain much from those guys impeding him, so he's gonna have to get his hands dirty
Yeah,
and his tires dirty and make the move on track. As now Alder is under pressure from the Chelly. These guys have been scrapping a little bit. The Chelly trying to get back once again into one, once again failing.
and I'm echoing from you.
Wait, what?
I'm echoing.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, my bad there. In any case, here we have Daniel Darabosh, who is fighting with Samet Oskan here.
For
Can he get
P7.
him? Yeah, onto the back straight. He's having an amazing race.
Yeah, he's recovered really well from the bad qualifying.
But Oskan is keeping him at bay.
And Arnold sets the fastest lap.
That's very good. Obviously, he's had that slower pit stop, but he's very eager to chase after Xavier Wee and Rose Hansen take that podium. As here we have Darabosh once again trying out Oskan into turn 1. He's got him.
Nicely done.
I think he can teach me a thing or two about passing at turn 1.
Yeah, definitely.
In any case, here we have Clark trying to do the same to Jordan Howe. Successfully. The Virgin's doing well. And don't take it out of context, please. And yeah, Clark is up at P16, so there's that.
So 9 laps remaining, or 8 laps remaining.
Yeah, Kress is 1.7 behind Ivona. He's only gaining marginally as Clark is under a lot of pressure now. Hal is trying to go in the attack into 6, sorry, and having to back out there. But Zin is trying to get involved as well. He's gonna get a good exit from 7, I feel. Well, not so good, so I won't be able to get him here.
Yeah, it's
But Hal
Howell
is
who
gonna
got
trade
the
to
exit.
Clark. Yeah, Clark is looking very vulnerable on the straight here. And yeah, Clark has been passed. I don't think he'll be able to get back into the dip. So he's gonna have to try once again turn 1. As Brazan says the fastest lap now. People are flying out there on the fresh tires. Meanwhile, Wee has gained our second to Hansen. Gap is 5.6. Here we have Clark. Has he got him? Yes, he has got him. But Hal still holds on, actually. He's got him back on exit. That's quite something. And Razin can't find a way through. And look how much time Clark has lost in the S's. He's already our second down. I think this Sector 1 is a killer. What's your opinion, Yuri?
Well, I can't really answer that.
I mean, you can lose so much time in the S's if you get it wrong, you know. As you have Silva being overtaken by Prazan, who just had a fastest lap, but he's having to back off here. Meanwhile, look, Kress is gaining. He's got the gap of a few tenths. It's 1.5 now. I think this race win is going to go down to the wire, actually.
Yep, and let's see the gap actually. 1.6.
Yep, so it's staying right about consistent, but Chris is only making small gains, and I think someone new just said the fastest lap, but I'm not sure who it is. I could be wrong though, as Clark is under pressure from Ormond here actually, not because Razin is already in front. Wait, when did Razin get past Clark? In any case, 1.4. He's making further gains. Chris is getting another 10th, as Mocho is stuck fighting with Dumoul for P14. Hansen looking vulnerable as well. She's being caught up. Gap is 5 seconds, so we has gained another half second there. It's gonna be a race against time, I think, as Mocho trying to get a move down on Dumoul here. Can he get through? Down the back straight, he can't get through. Hansen, meanwhile, 5 seconds she has the gap. Can the American driver hold on to that gap is the question? Will yes or no be the answer? It's right about the same right now. Things can still change. Rui has fresher tires, and the same field this time as Mocho can't get a move down into turn 1. Raphael Dumoul stays in position, as Krez has gained another 10th on Bivona. Yuri, are you still there?
I'm still here. I'm a little bit distracted at the moment, but yeah.
Look at this. Silva tried to move on Prasan, but he couldn't make it work.
Oh, Daniel is going for the P6.
He's attacking Noakes, and I think he's gonna get him. Let's see. Side by side, yes, he's got him. Noakes can't do anything about that. And down the dip, he has conceded place. Hansen, meanwhile, is still being caught. 4.8, so he is making some more inroads. I'm not sure if he'll have the time to catch that BMW. Meanwhile, we're on board with Raphael Dumoul. He's gaining on Dominic De Celli. De Celli started on pole, he's dropped to 13th, so that's a terrible race he's having. What do you think, Yuri, about De Celli's race?
It's been a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, I'll say. As I believe Oscar was under a little bit of pressure.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even notice that De Celli is dropped all the way down to 13th.
Anyway, we got 5 laps to go in this race.
Yes, 5 laps remaining.
And Hansen has actually gained a little bit. Wee is just 4.9 behind. It was 4.8 earlier, so Hansen responding. This is good. She'll hold on to the podium as it stands. As we have a move here. Failed move, though. Bivona, meanwhile, 1.2 the gap to Krez. He's holding on just barely. I think this is gonna be a photo finish. They're gonna fight to the last lap, that's for sure. Bivona is a little bit slow right now, but he has the benefit of track position as Prasan sets the fastest lap at 1 minute 7.6. I think these guys are setting qualifying laps, Yuri.
Yeah, they are going really... Oh shit, oops. Don't press that button, it seems. So... Yeah, the tires aren't wearing that much and there isn't that much fuel anymore. So
No.
they can do really fast laps now.
1 second, Kress has made some gains again. Meanwhile, 4.3, Wee has made gains again, but I think he'll run out of time. I think Hansen will be safe. Let's see the gap. 4.2. Yeah, Wee's not gonna catch her in time. Look at this. Dada Bosch has gained 14 positions. Brasland's gained 11.
Yeah, the
Wee's
biggest
gained
gainers.
8. Yeah, indeed. As Agatina Bivona only gained 1 place, but it's the 1 place he wanna gain, first place. And he's been challenged by Kress. He's still got 3 and a bit laps to try and hold on to this lead. Big question, do you think he can do it or not? As De Celli is under threat from Dumoul, he could lose another position.
I don't think it's going to happen.
And down to 14 if he goes. This is a terrible race for the pole sitter. As you have Rose Hansen, the gap is 4.2, but we're gonna get an update on this second split. It's got 3 laps remaining. 4 seconds. I think Hansen will be safe. I don't think he's gaining fast enough to catch and pass the American. As here we have Jordan Howe attacking Michael Macho, but attack is all you do. You can't pass here. Wasn't the greatest exit, but it's still a decent exit. And he's gonna get the slipstream. Let's see if he can make his way past Macho here. Here goes Hal. He's definitely going for it. Has he got Macho? He has got Macho. Yuri, who started in last place, by the way, for this? You remember?
Nope. I don't. I don't remember who started in last.
No, because I'm wondering if that person has passed the Chili or not. Well, we can look here.
Present started in 21st.
Right, but who was 22nd? I believe it could have been Ormond. Might have been Ormond, actually.
Yeah.
As we got 2 to go for Bivona. Meanwhile, we're on board with this is Agi Prazan, I believe. He's challenging Manzoga for P9. Yes, it is Prazan. I do believe he happens to have the fastest lap as well, as Chris is 9/10 behind Bivona. He's gonna try to go for him. One and a bit laps to go. Agatino Bivona's done a solid job so far, but it's not over yet. Crest is gonna pressure him hard. That was a bad exit for Bivona. This is Crest's first opportunity. He's not gonna get. I don't think he's getting enough here, Yuri.
No, it's not going to be enough in one lap.
He's gonna have to make it work on the last lap, but right now it's not
Actually, he's getting quite a bit closer. Let's see, we are on the final lap right about now.
Yep, we're on the last lap here in Atlanta, and this battle for the win is gonna come down to an epic conclusion. Bivena has led the entire race since the pit stop stages, but can Crest take it away from him? We're just a few corners away from the result. The back straight will be what is key. Bivona's gonna have to defend like a lion as he goes through turn 5 now for the last time. Agatino Bivona has done an incredible job, and if it stays like this, he'll make it 2 wins out of the 3. Didn't score in Mexico, but he's gonna make up for it. But he's gonna make up for it by finishing 1st or 2nd. We're not gonna count the championship standings after this race, we're gonna count after the next one. But if he takes the championship lead or not, I don't know. I mean, we're gonna count when it's recorded. But look at this, Crest is much, much closer than he's ever been. This is his one and only shot to get past Bivona. Is he gonna make it work or not? He's gaining in the slipstream. Bivona is defending
Looks
hard.
quite far.
Crest is gaining, but I think Bivona has done enough. Down the dip for the last time. And to turn 11 for the last time. It's gonna be 2 wins out of 3 for Agatino Bivona. He comes through, and Dowdy have won it. Bivona has won it. Wins in Atlanta. He's won the Atlanta ePrix. Crest finishes 2nd for the MW, and his teammate Rose Hansen is going to finish 3rd.
I would also like to confirm that Robert Ionescu has got a 10-place grid penalty for the unsafe rejoin.
Oof, alright, well, you heard it there. As Darabosh finishes P6, a great drive from him.
Yeah, amazing race after the bad qualifying, as they are all driving over the Marshall that's having the checkered flag.
Yes, as Noakes is in P7, he finishes P7 there. Silva finishes P11, he misses out on the points. Alder is going to be P12 in front of Dumoul. So obviously, for you, when you're going to see in a couple of days for the next race, let's go have a 10-place grid penalty. That is confirmed. But for us, we're going to have the next race right away. As Clark finishes 18th, that is the race over. Ormond 19th. Agatino Bivona has won. 2nd time in 3 races. Not bad at all. Audi are having quite a season so far. So here we have the results of the Atlanta ePrix. It's Agatino Bivona, who is the race winner, with Tobias Kress 2nd, Rose Hansen in 3rd. Xavier Wei is in P4, hauling off Alexander Arnold. Daniel Darabosh with an incredible drive, I think driver of the day, P6. Daniel Noakes P7, followed by Samit Oskan in P8. Agi Prasa 9th, and Zolga takes the last point in P10, holding off Eduardo Silva. second half, you do it.
And Matthew Elder is in P12, Raphael Dumoul got P13th, Howell 14th, Dominic Deselli dropped to P15, and Michael Mozzo P16, Mohamed Rasin P17th with Michael Clark P18, Nathan Ormond P19, last out of the finishing cars, and Alan Jefferson, Robert Ionescu, both had a crash in turn 1, and John Janet was the one who got taken out by Ionescu, and that incident has been penalized. And
Yep, indeed it has. And Agi Prazan will take the 2 bonus points for fastest lap, so there's that going for him. Good effort. I think Prazan has had a great race as well. He's starting on the back row, don't forget.
yeah, and here's the rest of the fastest lap chart, of course.
Yep, and the Chile is struggling a lot for pace.
Yeah. So anyway, this is the race of the Atlanta over, and we will of course record the next one right away. You will probably see the next race a day after this one. But yeah, so with that said, I'm going to say see you all tomorrow. But yeah, let's let's keep going.
Yeah, indeed.
So
Well, goodbye, guys, and we'll see you again for the next one.
yes, see ya.